It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Giles in at the 4. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Lillard finds Nurkic. Here's Powell. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
And here is Powell. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Richardson outside. Out to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Looking to end the run. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Over Richardson, and the basket by Lillard.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Trains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on your sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Powell. Here's Simons. Hardaway with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out, able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Kicks it out to Covington. 6 to shoot. Outside Anthony. Covington against Brunson. Covington passes to Cantor. Here's Anthony. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. 4-point game. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Now here's Brunson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. From 11 feet away, his first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Hardaway goes in, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's McCollum. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this. That's a good break. I mean, it's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Stolen by Cantor. And no good. And so it's Dallas. With a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Kleba in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Hardaway passes to Brunson. Back to Richardson. And the layup's good off the glass. Richardson's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Richardson against Lillard. Here's Cantor. Pass to Simons. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Lillard dishes to Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Brunson against Lillard. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Richardson the pass to Brunson. The feed to Cauley-Stein. That shot misses. Good D by Covington. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, no excuse letting Richardson get this close. I mean, you deserve to get dunked on when you get in this position.
Lillard surveying the D. And that one, good.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Mavericks leading by 6. The pass to Kleba. Dishes to Richardson. From deep 3-point range. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Brunson with it. Over Lillard. Out to Hardaway. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. And here is Powell. And here's Brunson. Covered by Lillard. Here's Powell. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And it's off the back rim, no good. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Can't connect from short range.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Passes it to Kleba. Knocked loose. Outside Hardaway. Powell against Brunson. Nurkic with the block. Jones in the post. Over Hardaway. That one a little long.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now Lillard. With the teardrop. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your? And that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. The three from Anthony. But they'll get another chance. Covington kicks to Anthony. Back to Covington. Kanter trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Covington. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 6. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He feeds it to Covington. They get it back. And a wide open look for McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Doncic right side. And he gets the ball. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. The three. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Powell finds Lillard. Shot, high post. Off the left rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Marjanovic. Back to Richardson. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Over Giles. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
A knockdown shooter, really from anywhere on the floor. Porzingis knows he has the green light to fire from there.
Powell kicks to Lillard. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson against Lillard. 8 feet away. Shot left block. Brunson no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Powell dishes to Lillard. Lillard again missing. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Hardaway no good. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's McCollum. He dishes it to Cantor. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Well, look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throw to the D, burn him in the open floor.
Doncic. That free throw good from Doncic. All free throws good from Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
A pass to Porzingis, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Zach Collins checked in for the Trailblazers.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
McCollum against Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Good on the second free throw. Trailblazers trail by 7. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Collins. Second chance shot. Up again. And Collins is right there. Collins has got his first basket of the night.
Upping his intensity in these moments is clear. Collins loves taking important shots.
A pass to Porzingis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. No good on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Inside. Kicks it out to Richardson. 4 on the clock. No good on the 3. Trailblazers trail by 7. Anthony finds Powell. Off target with the open look. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Up top, Doncic. He's guarded by McCollum. And that one's good. Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Lillard against Richardson. Here's Anthony. Here's Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 7. The shot's good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. It's just a total team effort.
Out to Anthony. Lillard dishes to Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Baseline jumper. And the rebound by Nurkic. Here's the break. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's time for the NBA. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Cousins in at the 4 slot. Now here's Porzingis. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
George looking around. Ibaka finds Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket. And it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Richardson. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now here's Porzingis. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Another shot, and it's Porzingis getting it to go.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
Now here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Here's Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Finney Smith. And the 3 off target. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Cousins, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Feeds to Richardson. Here's Finney Smith. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Clippers trail by 3. On the wing, George. Richardson covering. Richardson against George. Out to the right wing. Cousins, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Doncic outside. Pass to Richardson. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him.
You know, when he looks to score, the more lethal he is. So you want KP to be assertive on offense.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
George against Richardson, and it's in there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Doncic looking it over. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass break, Dallas. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Count it. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Well, you can't allow Porzingis to get this positioning, guys. I mean, he's too big and skilled, and he showed it there.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
They've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Man in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Brunson. The Clippers getting the bucket. Doncic left side. To the inside. Powell kicks to Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Jackson against Brunson. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Now, Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Now, here is Ibaka. There's the pass to Kennard. And that one is hammered home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Hardaway for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Here's Hardaway. After Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. And they get it. Shakes him. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Cauley-Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Leonard. And the basket is good.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Left side, Porzingis. To the middle. Pass to Brunson. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. The shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Chalk up 2 there. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now. Actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is.
Dallas again missing.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Yes, that goes in. 44 seconds left in the first half. And here's Beverley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dishes it to George. And the layup falls. George has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 6. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Outside, Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Basket good. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
And so it's the Los Angeles.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. The first quarter didn't play out the way the Clippers had hoped. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor for Dallas, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Passes it to Marjanovic. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 8. And here's George for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Richardson attacking. Tries again. Out to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis against Morris. A second chance effort. Porzingis can't hit. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The possibility here of pushing their lead to double digits.
And mentally, I think it makes this an even bigger edge.
Now here's Leonard. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Here's Doncic. He's got 6. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And stolen by Richardson. The drive by Doncic. Now the pass to Porzingis, and there it is for him. He's got 8.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Pass to Beverly. He dishes it to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Now here's Marjanovic. The drive by Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Kleba. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Kleba's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Morris outside to the paint. Passes it to Mann for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Kleba. Here's Powell. And the rejection by Cousins.
Cousins not one to be challenged there. Tenacious denial.
Outside Jackson. Kicks to Morris. Now the dish to Cousins. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway finds Porzingis over Morris. Dallas no good that time either.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Shots good by Kennard.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 8. This is to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Brunson. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 8. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Leonard. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Doncic. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubas. And Dallas also making a switch. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Kennard's shot is off.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Outside, Porzingis. Doncic outside. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Jackson passes to Patterson. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. Clippers leading by 6. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Doncic outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
All free throws good from Doncic. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Los Angeles leading by 8. Kennard with the ball. This one for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Finney-Smith. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Kennard for 3. They get it again.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. On the wing, Doncic. Kennard covering. Jacks up a 3. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cousins against Richardson. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. And he gets it to go. Kennard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. He feeds it to Cousins. Kennard gets to George. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Now, here's Doncic. Shot to stop the run. Second shot opportunity. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker room.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Baca is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. McCollum finds Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic with it. The 3 from Anthony. No good that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George way outside. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Blazers on offense.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Leonard. Puts the move on, and that's 2 points on the layup.
You got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard looking around. Collins passes to Lillard. Here's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Collins with it. George picks him up. McCollum dishes to Collins. Kicks it out to McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
Pass to George. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. This is his first free throw of the game.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Back to Lillard. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And here's Anthony for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time from 3.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Leonard with the bucket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's George following the score by Damian Lillard.
That straight line drive there from Paul George, you love to see him get in that attack mode. We'll see if he can cash in now at the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Collins. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's George. Powell pulls it in.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
A nice shot by Simons.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Pass to Zubac. And here's Kennard. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Simons. The pass to Cantor. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Mann, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Here's Morris, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Portland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Passes it to Covington. Pass to Simons. Cantor against Zubac. Cantor's shot is off. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
At the end of Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
humble beginnings.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the point. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Hollis Jefferson with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Goes back up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time for the Trailblazers. Collins checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Cullen passes to Lillard. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Collins kicks to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And so here's Portland. After the basket by Los Angeles, Lillard misses.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Back to Ibaka. There's the dish to Cousins. With the second effort, feeds it to Ibaka. The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. The 3. Nurkic finds Anthony. Inside. Now here's Collins. The baseline J off the mark. Kennard up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Kennard, the pass to Beverly. Lillard against Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Pass to Beverly. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Down low. Leonard with the steal. Beverly against Nurkic. Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Tries again. He lays it in. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
They could use a bucket. Lillard, count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
There's 31 seconds left here in the second. Here's Kennard. Nails the baby hook. Kennard's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Clippers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 6.
Yeah, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Second chance shot, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lillard left side, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. No good from Cousins. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Lillard outside. The pass to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Ibaka. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Now Covington. Paul George missing from long range. Cantor kicks to Powell. 6 to shoot. Passes to Simons. Over Jackson. Portland again missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Kicks it out to Leonard. George against Powell. George dishes to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Hollis Jefferson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. For the 3, Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George has got the ball. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Trailblazers trail by 9. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Over Jackson. McCollum, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Ibaka. Lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got his second basket of the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Lillard outside. Here's the floater to the middle. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 8.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
.109 left to play here in the third. Here's George. That one goes in. 6 points for him.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Goes up on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now here's Jackson. Over McCollum. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 9-point game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's McCollum on the wing. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Collins.
Good job, Collins inside, quick off his feet.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Ennis Cantor is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. But they get it back. Zubac's the pass to Patterson. A rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 11. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Giles checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anfernee Simons. Now here's Powell. Clock at 6. Back to Lillard, beyond the arc. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Now Beverly. Outside Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Powell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Giles. Back to Powell. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And Leonard has it in the corner. And Cousins kicks to Zubac. Kennard for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. Inside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Over Leonard. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Leonard. Lillard the pass to Covington. And the rejection by Cousins.
Well, offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific at getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Kennard. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Giles kicks to Lillard. Back to Giles. Here's Covington. Pass to Powell. Here's Lillard. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Kennard finds Cousins, and the shot goes down. Cousins has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points, and they go to the intentional foul. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Los Angeles now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. George passes to Beverly. Here's Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. They trail by 16. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great foul.
George from deep three-point land misses the step-back jump shot. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The finish finishes the break with a slam.
changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight. Chris, what an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Now, here's Lillard. Launches it. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard.
Well, he's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Richardson kicks to Doncic. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And he makes that one.
And look how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
Richardson against McCollum. Here's Porzingis. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Lillard looking around. Count that one.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game. Lillard with the rebound. For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And good that time.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Lillard's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And here's McCollum. And Lillard gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the paint. Kicks it out to Richardson. Doncic against Lillard. Goes up the baseline. Portland grabs the miss.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Count that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Marjanovic passes to Finney Smith. Nurkic with the steal. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Covington finds Lillard. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first. Here's Covington. Here's Nurkic. And he banks in the layup. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Simons. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. To the inside. Here's Brunson. Got a hand on it. And now it's Giles running. He can go all the way. Jones the pass to Simons. And that one is good.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Doncic. Portland making their last shot. Out to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Simons. Pass to Anthony. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones, 6 on the shot clock. Anthony finds Canner. Portland needs to get off a shot. Shoots the 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Jones, no one around him. Here's Anthony. Giles in the corner. Simons, the pass to Giles. Here's Anthony. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Damian Lillard making... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say we want to start fast? Now let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley Stein in at the center, locking down the middle. And here's the break, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. A second chance effort. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. And the dunk by Powell.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Portland with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. McCollum finds Canner. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Canner. McCollum's got 8.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Hardaway against McCollum. Pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Kleber. Cauley Stein dishes to Hardaway. Anthony against Cauley Stein.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Trailblazers leading by 7. On the pass to McCollum. Simons surveying the D. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Hardaway with it. Now defended by McCollum.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Collins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McCollum against Hardaway. And the basket by McCollum. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Doncic after the Trailblazers pick up 2.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Lillard with it. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Nurkic. Here's the teardrop. He can't get it to go. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. And he has not been able to keep up that pace he had going in the first quarter.
Here's Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Lillard's got 11 points.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Doncic outside. Lets the three fly. Porzingis on the foul.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Lillard outside. 20 seconds left to play here in the half.
Not the guy you expect to be missing the bunny.
Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Doncic. That's to Porzingis. Over Giles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 11 points and 1 assist. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Now, here's Lillard. 11 points in the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Mavericks trail by 7. Doncic looking it over. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got his first points of the game.
Man, you got to respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 13. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Basket counts.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Here's Doncic. He's got 8. Trains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 11.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile 3-level scorer.
Now here's McCollum. The rebound by Marjanovic.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Top of the key. Porzingis with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Back to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. Porzingis inside. Covington's there. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to McCollum. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lillard against Porzingis. Yep, it counts.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Lillard against Doncic. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Lillard, right side. Here's Nurkic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Nurkic has got 6.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. The pass to Richardson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. McCollum finds Lillard. Count that bucket. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Luka Doncic.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Brunson. Off target at the rim.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Brunson with a clean look. Misses the 3. Here's Simons. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead standing. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Porzingis. Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. Here's Simons. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway kicks to Richardson. Back to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 6. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Trailblazers. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Now here's Brunson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Fires for three. The Mavericks pull it in. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Marjanovic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now, here's Lillard. Inside, Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Dishes to Lillard. Clock at 4. Outside, Covington. Let's go. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Anthony's checked in for Rondé and Hollis-Jefferson. Mavericks trail by 8. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely, but we've seen crazy things happen.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard attacking. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Here's Anthony. Portland no good that time either. Now the Mavericks with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Lillard. Anthony trying to get open. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in. Lillard against Doncic. And he could not get the coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Lillard way outside. Can't connect. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A stunning view of the move and the Clippers starting five. We've got Ibaka, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the one spot. And for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the three. Now here's Beverly. Cousins finds George. A double clutch. Not going to go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Here's Doncic. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Passes it to Porzingis. Up top, Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Doncic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
George looking over the floor. Shots good by Ibaka.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Second shot opportunity. And he can't bank that one in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Beverly, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis has got the ball. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Mann's checked in.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Brunson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Kennard. Here's Mann. Here's Batum. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Richardson up top, covered by Morris. Kleber with the bucket.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, disciplined, and that's a beautiful pass.
Kennard, the pass to Mann. Brunson against Kennard. Here's Zubats. Morris kicks to Kennard. Takes the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Brunson the pass to Kleber. And Kleber slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Richardson with the double team. Pass to Kennard. Here's Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Brunson the pass to Pop. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Kennard with the ball. Latrey. Kleber with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway passes to Kleber. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Kleber's got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's Kennard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Marcus Morris. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the point guard position. Cousins against Richardson. And it's good for two.
The force of DeMarcus when he gets up ahead of steam. Not sure who got the worst of that contact, him or the defender.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Cauley Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the right side. The pass to Cousins. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. The Clippers in the lead. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
For Dallas, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Cauley Stein with it. Back to Porzingis. And the layup is good. Porzingis has got his first points in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Beverly dishes to George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Up top, Doncic. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Finney-Smith, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Brunson, good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
George passes to Leonard. 1:14 left in the first half. Five on the clock. That one good for 2.
And you love that about Kawhi. After he makes a shot, he gives you the poker face. Just goes about his business.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Marjanovic. And the rejection by Cousins. And they'll keep possession. Marjanovic finds Doncic. Brunson. The three-pointer no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. George passes to Beverly. Doncic with the steal. Pass break Dallas. Back to Marjanovic. Doncic with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 6.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Outside Leonard. Poke loose. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points. And you think of... And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Her kicks to Brunson. It's Cauley Stein, top of the key. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by the Clippers.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Batum dishes to Morris. There's the pass to Mann. Now here's Kennard. Burke covering. Kennard's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 4. And that one's good. Burke's got his first basket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Kennard, the pass to Mann. It's tipped. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Burke finds Kleba. Lets it go from deep. Burke can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 4. Mann passes to Morris. Here's Mann. Now here's Kennard. Morris with the bucket.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Mann. Burke covering. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got 4 points this quarter. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The putback, it's good on the putback. Kleba's got 8 points.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Now Kennard from deep. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Powell kicks to Kleba, and Brunson has it in the corner. Back to Powell, pass to Burke, and here is Cauley-Stein. Over Kennard. Can't hit from 12. Los Angeles leading by 4. Morris with the bucket. 6 points for him.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Kleba, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Kleba. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And so here are the Clippers. 6-point game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard. Beverley feeling it out a bit over Doncic. And it's Beverley missing. The Mavericks shooting a meager 37% for the game. Richardson dishes to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Beverley with the ball. And George, here we go. Here's Cousins. Porzingis with the block. To the middle. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over to the left wing. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Richardson the bounce pass. Doncic outside. 4 on the shot clock. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure
Look out, here he comes.
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Porzingis finds Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Now here's Bogdanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Pass to Ibaka. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Here's Beverley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
When defending Patrick Beverley, it's hard to match his level of energy and activity.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Mavericks trail by 6. And here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Beverly. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the 4th.
To the paint, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Richardson left side. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Doncic passes to Richardson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one.
He did not waver on his decision-making. Josh with the opportunity down the stretch.
Outside, George. He feeds it to Ibaka. George passes to Ibaka. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Doncic against Beverly. Out to the right wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Down low. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. Ibaka with some nice D.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Marjanovic down low, defended by Ibaka.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
The pass to Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The 3 from George. He can't hit that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Doncic right side. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Richardson outside. Passes to Marjanovic. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Cousins. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's Leonard from 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. They need this. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Basketball on 2K. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Now here's McCollum to the paint. Leonard with the steal. Shot from 6 and stolen by Lillard. Covington with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Collin passes to Nurkic. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Yep, that one goes.
Well, I'll tell you this. If the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. Bucket is good.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's Beverly. Following the score by Damian Lillard. And it's George missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion. Shot
on the wing. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. On offense, here are the Clippers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The 17-footer. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. McCollum finds Lillard. Just 5 to shoot to the inside from 11 feet away. Another shot. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
George with the bounce pass. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Pass to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. He's off from 17 feet. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. He's off on that one, and it's Portland the other way. Covington passes to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Beverly against Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Ibaka.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
McCollum finds Lillard. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Beverly. And stolen by Lillard. Releases. The offensive rebound. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Jones, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Here's George.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
It's all time. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a pop.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Morris. He's out there with Batum. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kennard. And it's man in at the 2 spot. Here's Cantor. Following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Cantor dishes to McCollum. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Passes it to Carmelo. Shot clock at 5. Over Morris. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The putback. That shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. And there's the pass to Simons. Back to Cantor. Here's Simons. He kicks to McCollum. Here's the 3. Here's Cantor. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
Kennard, the pass to man. Back to Kennard. Outside, Batum. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Simons. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Hollis Jefferson. A floater. He gets that one. Hollis Jefferson's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Cousins is checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in. Here's Beverly, and he uses the glass on the layup. Beverly's got his first points in this one.
Well, this guy's ability to attack and be aggressive. Patrick Beverly in the painted area.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 1:27 left now here in the second. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to Powell. That one goes. Count it.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Offside Ibaka. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Anthony from downtown. The Clippers grab the miss. George with no one around. Offline with his 3. One-on-one fast break. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Paul George with the steal. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Los Angeles on top. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And for the Clippers, and that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so here are the Clippers. The lead is 2. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And here's George for 3. George missing again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Anthony, and he hits it to tie the game up. Anthony's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Trailblazers. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. A 3 from McCollum. Covington dishes to McCollum. Powell with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Powell for 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Now, here's Kennard. The 3. No good. Portland trailing here. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Now the pass to Powell. Here's Kanter. He's covered by Leonard. Powell, the pass to McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Kennard's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
So, for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka, and it's Batum in for Kawhi Leonard. And Portland with a change here, too. Damian Lillard's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Passes to Kanter. And here is Powell. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, the more Norman Powell makes these shots, the more confidence he gains, the more of a problem he becomes.
And the pass to Mann. Now, here's Zubac. Pass to Kennard. Good on the bucket. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Ends the move with a whisper instead of a bang, going to the finger roll.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. 1:02 left to play in the third. Powell with the bounce pass. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Shoots over Zubac. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Boy, that's what you call great thinking on the fly. Passing on the shot in midair and laying it off to the open man.
They get a hand on it. Morris passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. Inside. 14 feet away. And again, the Clippers good for two.
Marcus Morris money in the mid-range.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Covington finds Lillard. Over Morris. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Lillard.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this season.
Kennard against Lillard. Kennard the pass to Morris. Again, the Clippers.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Lillard way outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Trailblazers trail by 3. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Beverley against McCollum. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Shoots over Cousins. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 3. Right side Leonard to the left side wing. And Cousins kicks to Leonard. Shoots from 12. Here's Cousins. And Cantor pulls it down.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And here's Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Simons, defended by George. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shoots from the elbow. And no good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Cousins, the pass to Ibaka. Clippers moving the ball around. McCollum against Beverley. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The pass to Simons. Hollis Jefferson finds McCollum. Portland needs to get off a shot. Can't tie it up as that one misses. George passes to Leonard. Dishes it to Ibaka. Now here's George. He's covered closely. Good on the shot. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum outside. Jones dishes to McCollum, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And Marcus Morris subbed in for DeMarcus Cousins. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. George with the bucket.
Well, the three-point shooting of Paul George is an important attribute. Because he can put it on the deck, he's got to balance it with that kind of look right there.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Powell with it. Pass to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
George passes to Leonard. Lillard outside. Back to Powell. Passes it to Nurkic. Stolen by Zubac. The pass to Morris. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now Portland on the break. Jones finds Nurkic. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Jones. Beverly against Powell. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Lillard. George passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
George against Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. There's Hollis Jefferson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. George way outside. No good there. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.